What is good, everybody, man? This is, of course, your boy ExactoKnife. I'm in the building. All my gang know to drop the like and watch the whole video. Appreciate all the support, and let's get into it. Now, it's about that time of year when I start making my guard build. The meta has now officially settled down. I know what I want. I know what I need from my point guard in terms of ratings, badges, how the game is played, etc. And I'm ready to make my build. So I'm going to drop another build later in the week that's going to be similar to Drose. And this one is similar to Allen Iverson. Like I said, obviously, Allen Iverson was not a three-point sniper, but if he played in the NBA today, he would be. We're playing NBA 2K22 in the year 2021, damn near 2022. So we gotta make adjustments for that. The goal is to play like the player, generally speaking, not, I'm saying, down to every attribute and percentage. We're here to have fun and win. As of all my builds and myself being a comp player, my job is to bring y'all comp builds that are also fun to use, and this is definitely going to be one of them because this is a build that I will be using most likely. But yeah, for the physicals, of course, you're going 6 foot. AI was 6 feet tall, 157 pounds. You can go, like I said, the minimum is 155, but you can go a little bit higher. It'll give you a little bit more like attribute spread on the perimeter defense and stuff like that. Wingspan 6'3" I found is the best for this build. Now, you will not have the smallest contact dunks because they require an 85 vertical, which this build cannot afford, and 85 and 86 driving dunk for some of those packages on the lobs and stuff like that. But you will be able to contact dunk and catch flashy lobs for the most part. You know what I'm saying? You will have the contact dunks. I made sure I checked every attribute. You will have contact dunks on this build. Like I said, you go into the build creator. So first things first, you're going to raise your dunk to an 84, which is the pro contact dunks. You know what I'm saying? Right next up, you're raising your 3-point to a 95. You're not going to touch your mid-range no more. Obviously, if this is more of like a real-life AI build, it would be more of the mid-range and less of the 3-point. But this is 2021. Like I said, this build's going to be phenomenal. This is going to be more like a Steph Curry, who AI gets compared to a lot, and vice versa. So, like I said, you're going to be able to shoot amazing. You have damn near every shooting badge Hall of Fame. Like I said, and this is an ISO build. I'm going to be ISOing on this build. I mean, you could do screens on this build. It's very fast. But like I said, if you have dunking, it's way better to ISO because then you don't have to wait for your center to roll or pop. You can just take matters into your own hands and attack the basket. So with the ball handling, you're going to want to max that out, of course. 94. Like I said, I made sure that I gave y'all Hall of Fame ankle if y'all are interested in that badge. I've seen a lot more animations on the park after the latest season lately, so maybe I'll retest it and see how it is now that I actually have a guard build to work with myself. Speed with ball, obviously going to go to absolute max 95. With the takeovers, I'm going to put on, once your takeover goes up a little bit, you're going to have a 99 3.99 speed with ball and a 90 driving dunk once your takeovers go up if you set it up the way I do. With the passing, since you're ISOing, you want to have your passing high. I mean, AI was a great passer, but that's besides the point. You definitely want to have these 34 playmaking badges. You're gonna need every single one of them. And like I said, put your college and your season reward badges on shooting and playmaking on this build. Nothing else. You're gonna want to have as much shooting and playmaking as possible because this build is still like kind of like a play shot, but you know what I'm saying, with finishing. So right here with the acceleration, people told me that acceleration actually does affect your quick first step. Not sure how true that is, but I'm putting it to the max anyways because that's your speed of direction change. Even off the ball on defense, it's super important. The speed will go to a 90. You don't need above a 90 speed because all speed effect, it does not affect your speed with ball. That is for current gen only. Speed affects how fast you run without the basketball in your hands. 90 is going to be plenty. Right here with the vertical, you're going to go for 75 to unlock all the packages that 84 dunk driving dunk can have. And obviously with the stamina, go 99 because you're dribbling all day. Now, this is what makes this guard build different. You're going to have a block rating and you get just enough for bronze chase down and intimidator. This is huge. A lot of guards might have a 90 steal, 99 steal, 99 perimeter on these small guards. And what do people do against them all day? I mean, you can get shot over, but if you're decent, you're not gonna. They don't shoot against you, don't dribble against you. They take you to the rack. If you have, like I said, if you have intimidator, if you have chase down artist, you're gonna be able, and a block rating, most importantly, a 57 block rating is quite solid on this game. You're gonna be able to protect the basket when they're trying to paint mash you because you're the smallest player on the court. That's what matters. I've never been worried about a small guard not being able to play perimeter defense. I've been always worried about the paint. That's the only place where 90% of the community is gonna take you to. You know what I'm saying? And right here, as you see, as I complete the build, And you can throw the rest couple points on free throw. Like I see, 76 perimeter defense, which is just enough for silver clamps. If you want to move the attributes around a little bit, you can get silver menace, but you're guarding the corner. This is not an on-ball defensive build. AI could play a little bit of D, but he wasn't known as a bitch on defense, but he wasn't known as a defensive powerhouse either. So you're going to want to have just enough defense to be able to guard the corner on the 3v3 or on the 5v5. Obviously, you don't want to take a small guard to the 2s unless you're just that dominant offensively and your teammate is just that good at helping you get stops and stuff like that. But 80 steal, especially after the steal nerf, you're not really going to be ripping nobody. I'm not even going to run pickpocket because there's no point of reaching. You just want to play good hard-nosed defense, play the lanes, force the opponent into bad shots. And as you see, you get 15 defensive badges. You're going to be able to do work with them no matter how you arrange them. If you want to put some of your college badges on defense, be my guest. Like I said, you'll be able to have more options, like, you know what I'm saying, off-ball pass and pogo stick if you really want that, and ball stripper. But like I said, you got all the basics covered with this build. And right here, I'm gonna show y'all the takeovers you want to run. Like I said, you get all the 4 guard takes, which is also for my video on what takeovers boost what. You know what I'm saying? Now I have 3 builds, and between the 3 builds, I have all the takeovers covered. I have every single takeover available, and I'll be able to bring y'all that video. So right here, first you want to put sharp take, because most people are only going to get to their first takeover, but your attribute boosts from both of your takeovers factor in with just the first takeover bar. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't seen my video on the juice perk, I go in more in depth as to how takeover works, but trust me, like I said, spot up precision or limitless, it doesn't matter if you're ISOing. Spot up is probably going to be more valid. And finishing moves. Slashing take boosts your speed with ball, your ball control, and your driving dunk, which is going to make this build as you gain takeover from shooting, from driving, from whatever. Both of these takeovers are going to boost your 3 and your slashing and your playmaking. So you're going to be, and your speed actually, so, and your vertical. So you're going to be getting better at all the areas that you need to be with this build. And as you complete the build, it is of course going to call you a 3-point playmaker. You know what I'm saying? Because that build's main focus is shooting the basketball and playmaking, but you are going to be able to finish around the rim with no problems at all. Like I said, I've been forgetting to show y'all badges in the past couple videos, but right here, let's go into the tester and show y'all what badges I would recommend. Keep in mind, this does not include college, so once you do college, you'll have more badge points, and I'll tell you where to put those. Here with this build, it's very straightforward. 5 on limitless takeoff, need to have that badge. Don't listen. Anyone that tells you that badge doesn't work is an idiot and sucks at the game. Silver posterizer, it does the job, and then slithery finisher. Now, here with the last one, you can go unstrippable. You can go putback boss, if you know what I'm saying. Check out my video on that as well. Putbacks are very nice to do. If you're feeling, if you take floaters, I guess you could put teardropper. But like I said, if you want, I wouldn't put any extra slashing from college on this category. But like I said, if you really want to, you definitely can. Like I said, but you got all the slashing of this build is going to be more focused on cooking for a 3 and then taking the dunk when the 3 is not available and still being able to finish. Now with the shooting. Blinders, you're going to want to have blinders as high as you can. People are saying that it's way better than Deadeye, so I'm going to try running no Deadeye and some Deadeye and bring y'all the info on blinders versus Deadeye in the future, now that I have an actual guard. But for now, we're going to stick with blinders. Green machine, you're going to want to have that on silver. You know what I'm saying? Stop and pop. The reason I made this build for 95 3-point. Hall of Fame. The best shooting badge for a guard in the game right now. Mismatch expert. You're ISOing. If you really want to run it, I mean, you're 6 foot. You get boost against most people. But I would not run mismatch expert unless you're constantly switching on a big man. So if you screens, run it. If you don't, then don't run it. Hot Zone Hunter on gold, it'll be perfect. Like I said, the shooting in this game is so easy if you know what you're doing. Chef, which is going to be for taking fadeaway 3s and 3s after dribbling and then stopping. You're going to want to put that on gold. You know what I'm saying? And then for the last couple of batch points, obviously Sniper has to be Hall of Fame. You can put Rhythm Shooter. You can put Limitless Spot Up because some people say like it works for limitless shots. I haven't seen any effect in this yet. We tested that on stream with my boy Icy putting it on. Like I said, you could put that on if you believe in that badge or if you're catching shooting a lot, if you're playing with another guard. Like I said, you can put Volume Shooter, Rhythm Shooter, Deadeye, Clutch Shooter. Those are the last badges I would put on depending on how many you decide to put on college from this category, but these are the ones you want to have equipped right here. Like these badges are going to make you able to shoot and dribble and just perform how you need to. In the playmaking category, obviously, like I said, this is what I would run. If you feel like running something different, you run that. Playmaking is probably where I'd put most of my college badges. on this build because playmaking badges are just so good on any build that can dribble. So right here, bailout bronze, you have a high passing. If you want to run it higher, run it higher. Blue hands bronze, just to catch the ball and not like stumble and go out of bounds and stuff like that. Bullet passer gold, I made this build with bullet passer gold on purpose because when you're isoing, you gotta have a high passing. Now these badges have to be Hall of Fame. Hyperdrive, Hall of Fame, amazing badge for ISO. Quick chain, y'all already know. Guards go boop boop and then zoom. They're fucking going like a Formula 1 car. Quick first step, Hall of Fame. Like I said, stop and go. People use this badge on different tiers. Like I said, unpluckable, obviously. People use this badge on different tiers, but like I said, I've seen a lot of success on any tier. So whatever you want to do is what you put it on. Like I said, handles for days will have to be Hall of Famers. And as you see, we're already down to 1 badge point with just the basics. So you're going to definitely want to put your college badges on the playmaking, and then whatever level of stop and go, whatever level of tight handles, whatever level of ankle breaker you want to run, or downhill. Some people use downhill when they cook up in the backcourt. It helps them out, I heard. So those are the badges that you're going to want to look at after you get your extra badge points from college with your rebirth, or however you got to do it if you haven't gotten the rebirth yet. And for the defense, like I said, it's pretty straightforward. Clamps to just bump people at the corner. Silver clamps is a phenomenal budget badge. Interceptor has to be as high as it goes because you got to play the lanes on this game if you want to get stops. Intimidator, of course, that's why we made this build like this. Chase down, of course. Menace bronze, it'll help you out. Hustler, I'd run this on any tier that you really want to. I think it has value on all tiers, but I think silver is a good sweet spot for a corner defender. Then after that, you can go ball stripper on silver just when they backdoor you out the corner. And if you don't want to go for a block, you can go for a strip. And there you have it, man. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. Go get these buckets. Like I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to use this one or the Drose build yet. I might make both, but y'all know VC prices are kind of tough. I'm homeless. I live in a cardboard box. All the support is appreciated, man. Y'all have a great rest of y'all day. I'm out, bro.